Hello everyone, name's Mr. Stunt and welcome to the last part of my Let's Play of Dishonored. Last time we were betrayed by the Loyalists and we were sent to the Flood District. Well, not literally. Samuel left us in a boat to save our life. We met with the Whalers, we met with Doubt, we decided his fate, and we returned to the Houndpits pub to get just a little bit of revenge, which is always nice. And here we are, the Loyalists. You've returned to the Houndpits pub to pick up the trail of your old allies and find out where they've taken Emily. Let's get started. Remember this place?
Please, no! Oh, it's you, Corvo. Thank the stars. We all thought you'd been killed. Except for Samuel. He seemed sure you'd survived. I saw him on the river shortly before the killing began. He was smart enough not to come ashore, but I'll bet he's still out there. Looking for you is my guess. At first, Pendleton said it was time for our bonus. Havelock stood behind them, and at the signal, he shot them each in the back of the head. Just like the target drills he used to. Lydia barely had time to scream. I would be dead too. Except Wallace told me I wouldn't be getting anything. Pendleton kept apologizing, saying that no one could ever know about the things they'd done. Martin was drinking and seemed sad. The Admiral was about to shoot Callista. Then he mumbled something about owing her uncle, Captain Kurnow, a debt. They said it was time for Sokolov, and went off to his cage. I don't know what happened after that. Emily was there when the killing started. Poor child. I hope she hid her eyes. The Admiral said that Martin was right. I guess they talked about it. And they started to worry they'd get executed for all that they'd done, going after the Lord Regent and his allies. I suppose it's why they've poisoned you too. I thought Lydia would squeal on me at the end. She just told Havelock to screw himself. And died. Lydia's the only one who ever showed me any kindness. I don't think the Admiral actually knew I existed. I can hide here for as long as it takes. Seems that no one is safe when a man is that close to a prize like the throne.
Yeah. So they killed Wallace, they killed Lydia, they shot them in the head. Like a bunch of dogs. Okay, we got both keys. So we really didn't talk with Cecilia. Back in one of our visits to the pub, this would be the first time we visited this apartment. And as you can hear, the city watch is outside, seeing how now Havelock is the Lord Regent. But don't worry.
What a day, huh? Gonna be a great party tonight. I was only a kid at the last coronation.
If we even make it to tonight. Will you look at this mess?
Relax. One of the officers said he was dead. Poisoned, thrown in the river. If you ask me, he's long gone. Threw the mask in the river, left town.
That's what a rational person would do. Not this guy. You have to understand the criminal mind. I hear they had to hide the Cauldron girl from him the whole time they were working with him. I heard they locked him in a cage and only let him out at night.
The criminal mind, huh? So what's he doing now?
Waiting. He's probably watching us right now. With that crazy mask on. Creeping closer and closer, ever closer, until...
Cut it out. What's so impressive about Corvo anyway? Who's he got up against? A couple of high overseers, a couple of noblemen? He could never stand up to men with our training.
Well, now I do hope he shows up. I want to see you run crying for the cover of the tall boys out back.
Like you were, the other night.
What was I supposed to do, stand there and get hit by rocks?
They were just kids.
They were a gang. I hope Lord Regent Havelock sends the tall boys in to level the place. It's gonna be a new era.
Having a 10-year-old on the throne isn't gonna cure the plague.
High Overseer Martin says it will. He says we were cursed when the Empress died by Corvo's black magic, and the rats are never gonna leave until we had a real Cauldron back. He says the outsider follows Corvo around.
I mean, he's right on that one.
Curse on this city, that's for sure. I'm still trying to forget working in the flooded district.
Don't remind me. Before we go, I'm gonna stash a few bottles of wine from the cellar. Take them out here with us.
Just make sure Corvo's not hiding down there first. Maybe you're right about that guy.
Yeah, maybe he is. Right, let's get to work, shall we? So this is a pretty cool level because you spend here the in-between of missions. So you must know this place like the back of your hand. And now you get to put that knowledge to the test. Hopefully there doesn't seem to be anyone here. So this is Havelock's room. As you can see, there's really nothing left except prototype blueprints. So we'll need this. We'll need to get it sooner or later, so getting it now is just easier. That's Pendleton's room. Again, nothing left. So yeah, I wonder where's his audiograph. Here we are at Corvo's room.
Update. The men are still trying to penetrate the workshop. Those are tight. I think Piero Joplin's inside. Crackpot, natural philosopher.
Oh, you asshole.
There is evidence that Anton Sokolov was held here against his will for some time. We can't determine what happened to him. I'll bend my conditions in that building with Piero Joplin. So, arrest him. But I don't want him harmed until I get to the bottom of all this. Careful. Think you'll get your own squad after what happened last night? Chances are very good.
Okay, so now we know that Piero and Sokolov are trapped inside the
We're all
workshop.
executed shortly before we arrive. Looks like a naval cutlass and a small bore pistol. Looks like Corvo ran amok before he left.
Turn this building inside out. And it goes without saying, this area is sealed.
Stilt walkers at all points.
And stay vigilant. Corvo's the most dangerous man in the Empire now, and he has nowhere else to go.
I thought he'd bother us again. I guess he holds a grudge.
Yeah, about that. Screw you all. This is the second to last level in the game, so we might as well use all our powers. Oh, okay, I did not want to do that. This is what I wanted to do. Doesn't matter though. Emily. A letter from Emily. Corvo, remember before when I mentioned the special drawing as I was working on for you? This is it. I don't know where you went, but I hope when you get back you see this and like it. I'd like to take it to Dunwall Tower with us. Everyone's acting strange tonight. Samuel was whispering to Callista about a flare launcher that she was supposed to use to call him. He told her to lock the door to my old tower. I heard the Admiral tell the others we are leaving tonight for a place called The Lighthouse on King Sparrow Island. I hope you head back before then. Emily. So we've heard about the lighthouse before, we read a couple of books about it and I said that it would be kind of important. So there you go, now we know where Havelock and the others brought Emily. And this is the final drawing you get in the game. This drawing changes depending on chaos. If it's slow chaos you get a drawing of Corvo's face. While if it's high chaos you get a drawing of Corvo or Corvo's mask. And it's pretty creepy. So there's the difference. Okay, so we know that Callista is trapped in the tower. More like locked. We know that Piero and Sokolov are trapped in the workshop. And we don't know where Havelock may be. Well, I mean now we know, but still. Place scrolling with... Yeah, there you go. Those are Wallace and Lydia. Now, the reasoning behind why they betrayed us, or at least the reasoning Cecilia said, how they were afraid they would be punished because of dealing with the Lord Regent, is pretty fucking stupid. Like, they saved Emily Coldwin. There's proof of that. So why would they be afraid of being... I just don't understand, really. I mean, I guess at the end of the day they need an excuse for betraying us. There's Callista. I guess they need an excuse for betraying us, because in high chaos it makes more sense, because Corvo is a fucking psychopath. In low chaos it's more like, well, they got mad with power, really. That's the only reason.
Corvo, I can't believe you're alive. They killed everyone, Corvo. They killed everyone to cover it all up. Then they took Emily with them and they left. I couldn't do anything to protect her. Please find her. Make her safe. All his talk of being an honorable military man, but Havelock will use Emily like a puppet to his own advantage. Something changed in Admiral as soon as the Lord Regent died. It had been building up. Martin was acting strange, going quiet if any of us were near, whispering late into the night with Havelock and Pendleton while you were out doing the real work. I think they realized they were one step away from holding the same position the Lord Regent had, and worried they'd be held accountable for what they did here, as the Loyalists. They would have killed me too, but Havelock spared me. Out of respect for my uncle, I believe. Please, talk to Samuel and the others. Someone must know where they're going. Find Emily. She's suffered through so much and she's got no one else on her side except you. Samuel set this here in case you returned. You can use it to call him. He said he'd come quickly. Hopefully there's a place he can dock where the Watch won't see him.
There's the explanation again.
The City Watch is everywhere out there. But I don't even care if they find me anymore. I saw Samuel on the river earlier. I'm sure he'll take you to Emily. One last trip, I expect.
Yeah. Saying the reason why they betrayed us, saying it twice doesn't make it any more...
I had one job. Take care of
not
Emily.
stupid.
I tried as best I could.
I mean, you can't fight against armed guards.
Go after Emily. I'll be fine. I really can't believe they did this, but if they were willing to kill to get what they wanted, I guess they'd be willing to do anything. Havelock is a power-hungry bastard. I can't stand the thought of her in his dirty hands. He knew you wouldn't let him use her. I guess the Admiral had a change of heart. And maybe Martin helped him along. Pendleton just went with them. That coward.
Yeah, that's actually true. I'm pretty sure Pendleton is the one with less power out of the three. Letter to Callista. Callista, fret not. I believe there is still hope for Emily and Dunwall. I don't believe Corvo is gone. I'll be searching the river for him, but if you catch wind of him, shoot up a flare using the launcher I placed in Emily's tower, and I'll make my way back as quickly as I can. Keep this tower locked and take care of yourself. Emily's gonna need you when this is over. Samuel. Good old Samuel, doing whatever he can. Well, Callista is free at least, and we know that we can use the flare launcher to signal Samuel to return. But still, we haven't explored the entire... Oh, okay, that thing has actually seen me. You know what? Screw it.
It's refreshing to converse with someone on my own level.
Couldn't agree more. Your expulsion from the Academy was a crime against natural philosophies.
Which you might have pointed out at the time. But it's pointless to hold a grudge. I want to ask you...
About the elixir, yes. And I need to discuss your tonic. Why have you not tried the homeopathic solution?
And where am I to find the subjects? I can't recruit from prisons as you do. But it's forced me to work with another agent derived from...
The river crusts, yes. I'd guessed as much. But I think our approaches may reinforce each other. This is what we've been lacking thus far.
I love how after hating their gut for the entire game, a situation like this makes them be friends and talk things through. Also, this is, I guess you could consider it a little bit of foreshadowing for the ending of the game.
Well, I knew it was too good to be true. Seems the conspiracy tried to use old Piero for their own gain and then discard him. But they have erred and delivered to me an ally almost as brilliant as myself. Old Sokolov and I will hold up here until we can blast the ruffians outside and make for the Academy.
Yeah... Something tell me you'll need my help on that. Nothing important. What's up, gentlemen?
Corvo, Good to see that you still breathe. The city would not be the same if you were not with us. I've completed Piero's work on an arc pylon, but only just.
With this device, we can send a powerful electrical signal through the nervous system, merely rendering our enemies unconscious, or they can be reduced to ashes. I've attuned it so that we will be safe from the functions of the device. It will only trigger in the presence of our enemies.
How can you even do
This
that?
arc pylon is more powerful than the older design. It will function at a greater range, striking down our foes while ignoring us. I need my final sequence, which is recorded in the blueprint for this device. Havelock was inspecting it before the killing started. Return the blueprint to me. It was in his bedroom before he left. Hopefully, it's still there.
About that,
You may navigate the fields of battle with ease, but Sokolov and I are not as gifted in the same way. Without the arc pylon, it is only a matter of time before they put an end to us. We can get this device working, or you can go out and remove our enemies one by one, whichever you think is best.
so now we know what this is for. If you remember last time this thing was on top of a table and I wondered what it was. Well, here you go, a new version of an arc pylon. Yo, I have the blueprints.
Astonishing! The arc pylon is complete. Now to activate it.
With this device, we can send a powerful electrical signal through the nervous system, merely rendering our enemies unconscious. Or they can be reduced to ashes.
What is your opinion, Corvo?
As always, we get a lethal and non-lethal option.
As you wish, Corvo. We will be far away before any of them regain their senses. All is ready, Corvo. All that remains is plugging in a whale oil tank to power it. Will you do the honors?
Of freaking
This
course.
pylon is charged. No one will dare come near us.
Oh man, it'll be glorious. If he even shows you the way, if you're too stupid to figure it out, it's like, why?
Look out, we got someone skulking around.
Yeah, you got someone skulking around. And there we are.
Amazing. Simply amazing. It functioned beyond my greatest expectations. It defies description. A device like this will ensure Dunwall's security for a century.
They're all sleeping. Congratulations, gentlemen. You did it.
We once discussed a system of signals to be used in Emily's tower for communication across the river. I wonder if he remembers that.
Yeah, let's see if you can
I'll make what
do
you need
something.
as long as I have the necessary materials.
This will be the last time, friend. Okay, improved armor and pistol explosive shot. I think we got this back at Dunwall Tower, at Tobias's room, but this is the first time we access the shop since then, so... Well, let's see. Unlocks explosive bullets usage for your pistol. We almost have 10,000 coins and improved armor. And as this will be the last time we'll access the shop, we might as well buy it all, right? These are the new bullets. As you can see, are different. That's it, we are full of everything.
Well, Corvo, I hope we can be considered colleagues again. You were condemned, I was kidnapped. Men like us rise above such things.
Yeah,
As to
well...
the good Admiral, I believe men such as Havelock start with high-minded intentions. Same with Martin, and maybe even Pendleton, though I suspect he was just lazy. But no one is prepared for the sheer seductive influence of being so close to real power. Once you start ordering people killed to get your way, everything else is mere detail. I return to my work now, and you to yours. Killing people, I mean. I sincerely hope it goes well.
Thanks, likewise. Now, to be fair, I didn't kill that much people. I mean, sure, my blade is bloodied for some reason. Whatever. They're all sleeping, even the tall boys. This will actually give us a good moment to give the armor a look of the tall boys. Yep, pretty cool. And as you can see, and as I said, these are Lydia and Wallace. Note to Wallace. My dear Wallace, we are departing for a safe and secure place where we can coordinate the transition of power to ourselves. Make certain that my audiograph and the best of the wines make it aboard the vessel before the sun sets. This evening the staff will be rewarded for their loyalty and service. Lord Pendleton. What a bunch of fucking assholes. Don't worry. I don't know why, maybe Wallace saw something weird was happening, but either way, the audiograph is actually here in the Hound Pit's pub.
Not liking the look of this one bit. That party died down inside awful fast, and now they called all the staff together. They said one more package for me to deliver, but I think I'll be keeping station at a safe distance from the riverbank and keep an eye on things for a while.
Smart. Smart man. Okay, well, it's better to do the whole Piero and Sokolov thing, first thing, because that way you can just walk around the grounds like nothing. General notice. Be on watch for members of the conspiracy. Some are still at large. If discovered, they are to be killed on sight. Move the bodies into the kennel, but they are not to be otherwise tampered with. Piero Joplin, missing. Interrogate then execute. Anton Sokolov, missing. Interrogate then execute. Lydia Brooklane, found dead. Wallace Higgins, found dead. Corvo Atano, believed dead, assuming missing. Kill on sight. Samuel Beechworth, missing. Kill on sight. The woman in Tauris Callista Curneo, and a victim of circumstance, merely in the wrong place at the wrong time. Do not disturb her, but do not allow her to leave the premises. She is under my protection. Lord Regent Havelock. Havelock's orders to the guard. Captain Manning, we've tracked the conspiracy to the Hound Pit's pub. Sure you have. Search the premises for the natural philosophers Piero Joplin and Anton Sokolov. Do what you must to secure all materials related to the enhanced arc pylon they've been constructing. Question them thoroughly, and once you've certain you have everything they know of the pylon, execute them both. Bring the pylon to me, along with his papers and recordings. They may be two of the greatest minds of our age, but they are also traitors who conspired with Corvo to bring down the Empire. I'm keeping Empress Emily Colwyn with me at the lighthouse on King Sparrow Island until we're certain that Corvo and his fellow conspirators have been properly dealt with. Lord Regent Havelock. This tells you again that they're in the lighthouse. I mean, we already knew his plans, but still. Yep, we don't need any of that. So let's go to the sewers for a couple minutes. There's nothing here, is there? Nope. Oh, great. No? Well, whatever, screw you. Hey, look at that. I don't know where you are, and I don't care.
At last. Time to leave this hovel for some place befitting my station. Now, all the good families of the Empire will look up to Pendleton. Wallace, before your meeting with Havelock downstairs, I want you to haul this to the boat for me. I'll be recording the most important chapters in the next few days.
And here's the thing, for some reason, someone, I guess Wallace, brought it down here. But the game doesn't really explain why. There's no other notice, there's no other letter, so it's like... I don't know. I guess each of you can try and guess why that's the case. Either way, when you deal with the guards, either lethally or non-lethally, you can go back to Cecilia and... well... she's not here. She is gone. As to why, there should be a letter in this apartment, although I don't really know exactly where. Oh, there it is. A letter from Cecilia. Corvo, I'm going to make a run for it. I think that if I hadn't met you, I wouldn't be brave enough to try. I'll try to find you again, someday, when this is all over. Cecilia. And this is the last time you ever hear about Cecilia. She just leaves. And that's it. Okay, you can chill with the dramatic music, thank you very much. And that's very much it, we are done. To be honest, this is a pretty easy level. If only because you can go and sprint, do the Piero thing, and that's it. And then everyone just falls asleep or dies. This is the same notice as in the other side. And I don't think I'm missing anything. As I said, this is the second to last level of the game. We're about to do the last level, so things like money don't really matter anymore. Unless you're going for a 100% completion playthrough or something. In which case, then go for it. But yeah, we are done. Exactly. You cannot rescue these, by the way. Like, you can just go, use the flare, and go on with Samuel, and you can not rescue them. And that changes the ending. But, you know, if you're doing a low chaos ending for some reason, like, why wouldn't you rescue them? The game explicitly points you towards them. And there is Samuel. Sup, man? Where are you looking for me?
Now that you've eliminated the City Watch, I can find my way out of here. But there's no way I can help Emily the way you can. I saw Samuel on the river earlier. I'm sure he'll take you where you need to go. One last trip, I expect.
Well, you'd be right on that one. One last trip. Hi, man.
Thought I'd find you here. It never pays to bet against you, does it? I saw the signal. I knew you'd be back, Corvo. I knew it. We'll need to get out of here soon. The Admiral controls the military now, Martin's High Overseer, and Pendleton's in favor with the aristocracy and Parliament. They need Emily, of course. But if Havelock senses that it's all about to fall down around him, who knows what he's liable to do?
I'm pretty sure he feels it already. We're going to King Sparrow Island. That's where they've taken Emily.
Good. Then it's one more trip across the river to where it meets the sea. That's where the Lord Regent was building his new lighthouse.
Yep, we read about it.
To see.
We read about it. We also read that it's one of the most technologically advanced, if not the most technologically advanced place in the entirety of Dunwall. So, the Loyalists. Low chaos, we didn't kill anyone, we got that one, but we weren't detected. Oh well, what can you do? Special actions, used the Arc Pylon to rescue Piero and Sokolov, and we found Emily's drawing. We found the only rune that was here, and there's nothing else. As I said, there are no more bone charms, no more outsider shrines, no more Sokolov paintings, it's just us against the Loyalists now. Let's go. King Sparrow Isle. The light at the end. The leaders of the Loyalist conspiracy have moved to a monumental lighthouse, the final military project devised by the Lord Regent. They're holding Emily as they struggle to tighten their hold over the city. It's time to confront them, decide their fates, and determine the future of Dunwall. Now, as you can see, this image you see in the background is nighttime. But you'll be surprised when we start the level and it's daytime, and I'll explain why. This actually has an explanation. See?
This is it, sir. I suspect Havelock Martin and Lord Pendleton landed there a while ago and went into the lighthouse. Knowing them, they're not giving up without a fight. I remember hearing the Admiral and Martin talking about this place as where they'd hold up if they had to. Anybody going in has to breach the fort, the gatehouse. And there's only one way to the top. All I can say is that it's been a pleasure serving with you. Maybe after all this is settled, we'll see each other again.
I sure hope so.
Good luck, Corvo. If anyone deserves it, you do.
Thank you, man.
Give my best to Emily. After she's on the throne, she won't have time for an old man like me.
I wouldn't be so sure, actually.
I knew you were sharp, Corvo. But somehow you managed to get through all this mess without losing sight of what really matters.
Low chaos.
I respect you. The city's gonna pull itself up, I believe. Too many good people here to let it all turn to ashes. I'd best be going. The battlefield's no place for an old sailor like me. That time is long past. Good luck, my friend.
Thank you. And he leaves. So as you saw, this level is called King Sparrow Island Low Chaos. The final level of the game changes dramatically depending on whether you're in high chaos or low chaos. If you're in high chaos, it will be nighttime with a storm and lightning and all that stuff. The entire thing will be changed. Martin and Havelock and even Pendleton will be fighting each other. Havelock with the city guard, Martin with the overseers, and Pendleton just there, really, losing the fight. Also, Samuel will be disappointed with you. He'll say that you're a monster, you're no better than the others. And if you're in medium chaos, like enough chaos to be high chaos but not killing everyone you see, he'll be disappointed in you and run away. If you're in the highest chaos possible, he'll actually shoot in the air and will attract guards around you, and he'll tell you how you're no better than the others and he doesn't even know why he's helping you. While in low chaos, as he said, he respects us because, well, we didn't lose sight of what we were supposed to do. This is the last level, so we might as well make use of all the different magics and mana we have. Let's not get picky. So, that's the harbor side entrance, that's the beach side entrance. There are both city guards and overseers. That way, we need to go that way to deactivate the wall of lights that are at both entrances. I could go and deal with you if you're alone. God fuck damn it. You had to turn around, didn't you? Don't look this way. Well, good enough. As I said, Dark Vision is pretty much just cheating. Okay, there was a... My fault. There was a guy walking this way, there he is. Let's deal with him too. Yay. We could deal with you, but there's the thing, yeah, there's an arc pylon there. Not great. This is not the way inside, as I said. This is the way to deactivate the walls of light. Ooh. If I remember correctly, there's only this guard inside. So we might as well take him out. Yeah, I think he's alone. Even more potions and stuff. So as you can see, this deactivate one of the wall of light. We could rewire, but that's the thing. As much as I want to use rewires, I think I'll only get to use them in alarms, because the rest of stuff kind of kills people and it defeats the purpose. The alarms, you just deactivate them. If you use them on alarms, it deactivates them, but if you use them on arc pylons or wall of lights, it makes it so that it kills enemies instead of you, which isn't great. A control room key, we do not have that one. So we are trapped from the inside. Kind of silly that this guy doesn't have the control room key, seeing how he's here. Because him not having the key means that he's trapped here, same as us, in this room. I don't know. Whatever the case, we have deactivated the walls of light, which means we can now enter through the main door, which we really won't do. Or at least not normally, just, you know, kind of silly. We can also possess one of the rats and get inside that way. I wanna know how many people there are in this platform. There's another one there. This one is coming this way, I think. Let's not risk it. We can go down here. There's a there's a metal hatch at both sides. That rewires the arc pylon. Here's the thing. I do not want to rewire it. I want to deactivate it. I don't think he gets me this way. No, he doesn't. Sorry, dude. Don't think there's anyone left.
Maybe wind or something.
Yeah, it was wind. Ooh, I don't know how you didn't see me. What is that? It is.
Damn, it's off. Once they get the reliability, these things are gonna be the effort.
There are things like this throughout the entire island, and they all have resources. So we might as well make use of it. Ooh, yeah, that's not the best idea, is it? That one only has a grenade. That's pretty sad. Ooh, damn it. That's great. Sorry, you shouldn't have turned. You can see the walls of lights are deactivated, and now we can enter the fort if we want to. This is not the best way to enter through, because this is the main door, so it's full of guards and stuff. So let's try and go another way.
You get your own squad after what happened last night? Yes.
Okay, neither of them fell into the water. I mean, I was more worried about this one, but still. Nothing here. I could use one of the remedies that's on top. I don't want those two guards down here to get up. Okay, nah, it doesn't seem like they're too worried about me right now. There you go. Now, this is a good way to enter the fort. At least for starters, as you can see. Because it leads you directly to a rune. There's a rune inside this lighthouse. The last rune in the game, in fact.
They left in great haste, scattering like insects, eager to bore into the nests you made for them. Emily banged her head in the confusion. They dragged her crying into the waiting boat. She called your name.
Damn it. I guess I just have to go this way. I don't like being out in the open. Yeah, you can rest here, dude. Let's see here. The worst part are the overseers with the music boxes. You're coming with me. Hopefully the small rooms, or I guess big rooms depending on how you see them. Okay, this connects. They only really have a couple of guards inside of them. So if you're patient, you can deal with that. Now this is the way to the... See, there's another guard there. This is the way to the rune. This opens the water overflow. Possible sewage overflow. During heavy rain. Yeah, this is what I meant, whatever. This is not exactly what I wanted to do, but good enough. And here's the rune. Last rune in the game. So what will we get? I think we have 6 runes, so well. First of all, let's get second level of vitality. Health regeneration is improved, good enough. This costs 2, that costs 2, and this costs 3. You know what, let's get Devouring Swarm, if only because it costs 3 and we have 3, so that way we're left with 0 runes. So let's see. Press right click to summon a vicious swarm of rats that will consume corpses or attack the nearest living thing. The rats scatter after a while. At level 2 more rats are spawned and they devour bodies at a faster rate. And that's it, 0 runes. So this is the final, I guess you could say, build we're left with. So we have in the side of powers we have Dark Vision, Blink, Possession and Bend Time at level 2. We have Devouring Swarm and Wind Blast at level 1. In the side of enhancements, we have Vitality and Agility at level 2. This is pretty much an all-around great build. Unless you're going specifically for very high chaos, in which case you may need Devouring, or you may want Devouring Swarm and Wind Blast. And Bloodthirsty. But other than that, I mean, Blink, Bend Time, Dark Vision, Agility, these are all must-haves. I guess you could change Possession for another one if it depends on what you want to do, but whatever. Gatehouse Drainage. Yeah, this doesn't activate from here though, so I don't know. Corvo, why are you floating? I don't think the guard will come this way, at least not right now. He's returning though. Let's see where he's going. Okay, he's not going this way. Come here and let me carry you, because if not you're gonna fall into the water and drain. You can access this way too. Oh no, actually that opens the Gatehouse Drainage, huh? I thought this would open these bars. Well, there you go. We are being sneaky fucks. We are inside the gatehouse. Oh, there's a guard there. Is there any other guard? God damn it. Why did you have to turn, dude? You didn't. That's the thing. But you did either way. Okay, one of the rewire tools. That's the main door we were in. We didn't even deactivate the wall of light, but we don't need that because we are sneaky fucks. You heard nothing. Relax. I don't want to viewer's dark vision to make it more, I don't know, I wouldn't call it cinematic, but more, you understand me. But that means that we may get caught, but then again we played most of the game without it, so, you know, we might as well finish it this way, too. Lighthouse elevator key. The lighthouse elevator key. Captain Pinchfield, remind your men that the lighthouse elevator is for use by important personnel only, and in the case of emergencies, this key is to stay where it's at. If anyone in your unit has legitimate need for the elevator, talk to the on-duty officer. He has a copy of the key and can grant access if he deems it appropriate. Those are the procedures. Thank you for following them. Well, we have the key now, so screw you, Havelock. Still can't believe you fucking betrayed me. You could have been a freaking war hero, a legend. You would have saved the Empress, dude. You could have had it all. Sure, you wouldn't have let down Wall, but really? Is it worth it? I'd say it's not.
Stupid goddamn.
We're getting ever closer. We missed a lot of stuff downstairs. We missed a lot of rooms we didn't visit. There's like a boat room and all that stuff. Here's the thing, this is the thing that happens with this final level. You don't really need to explore because there's only one rune, excuse me. We already got it. And things like money and stuff, as I mentioned, it's not that useful. So it's just you know, the player wants to go up and get it done, but that means that you miss a lot of rooms to explore. Then again, the game is built on replayability, so you might as well just replay it over and over. Try different things. There's the arc pylon, but we don't care about it because we are sneaky fucks. We could rewire it and kill that poor guard, but let's not do that because we are nice people.
How old did you say your sister was?
You're such a choffer. Dice. Who turned off the wall plug on the dock? Good idea?
Oh, there's 3 guards actually. One of them is one of them is an overseer. And he gives us the lighthouse elevator key too. Well, here we are. This is really just it, the end of the end. We are on the elevator. We have the key. Let's go to the Burroughs Lighthouse. Rescue Emily. Enter the lighthouse. There's a very easy way to enter the lighthouse that most people miss, but that we won't take as it's cooler to go the right way, or rather the main way. But basically, I don't remember how. If you blink this way, and then you go that way, and you climb that, then you're on top of the lighthouse. And there's a balcony over there, you can go into the balcony and stuff, but let's not do it that way. Let's do it the cool way. Don't worry. I'm not gonna let you fall. I don't think that guard moves at all. Well, now you don't need to move. See? Holy shit, you actually scared the crap out of me. Not you, but the violin sound. Holy fuck. Jesus Christ. I think you even saw that the mouse just moved. Are you again? That scared the crap out of me. Again, it wasn't the guard, it was the violin music. It was so sudden and goddamn. Yeah, you can miss all of this if you just go the way I told you to go. But if you do that, you'd miss this. Yeah, not anymore, you're not.
Such a clever. His talents wasted until he found his fit. This is all Martin's fault. We hadn't helped Corvo get out of prison. Corvo hadn't been so damn good at his job. We hadn't gotten greedy. Never hesitated. Too sure of what I wanted. Too sure of what I wanted to do when other men stopped to consider. Saw it as a weakness. I know Corvo's coming for me, just like he came for the others. Crossing the island below like it was nothing. Only a question of how and when. I'm lacking a countermove. It's all falling apart. All the stuff that led us here makes sense. When I was young, I went to sea. Took command of a ship and made aimless men into sailors. Made a collection of boats into a navy. Then founded a conspiracy and almost led an empire. No compromise. Never showed mercy. Never showed weakness. I showed will and vision. And not being afraid of getting dirty. And now, a lose it all to a man with a faster sword hand? Or is it that he has a slower sword hand? There's something wrong. It'll make a good story for the history. I'll have a good epitaph. In his time, he commanded a noble lord, a high overseer, and others. The man who brought down a titan, Admiral Hell, son of the High Ocean.
Yeah, you may have brought down a tyrant, but you became one too. This entire level changes if you're in high chaos. You don't even find him here, and obviously he hasn't poisoned Martin and Pendleton.
We've done such things, cowardly things, and I'm shaken up. How could anyone ever forgive us? Would they? Even if things are better? No, that's not how it works. Once the bureaucrats step in, everything gets muddy. If anyone ever knew, we'd all lose our heads from this. So no one can know. And could we ever control Emily with Corvo around? That's the question that sticks in my mind. We need to make our final move. We need to make it cleanly. No loose ends. Only a few in the know. The ones with the most to lose.
This is the reasoning they keep using, that no one could know what they did to the Lord Regent, but really? Is it really that bad that you took down a tyrant and brought Emily to the throne? You didn't have to betray me. You wanted to, and the reasoning you're given is just a scapegoat. Havelock Loch, entry 7. Did we reach 6? Yeah, we did, okay. Log entry 7. We could not have done any of this without Corvo, and for that I will be grateful. But I fear he did not have the vision to see the future we must achieve for Dunwall. We will not maintain our grip on the Empire with a little girl sitting policy, and I believe Corvo's loyalty to the Coldwind woman would have clouded his head. Is she truly his daughter? We will take Dunwall to the pinnacle of strength, but Corvo's role in this cannot ever be recognized. He must be vilified, and when I take the reins of the city, of the Empire, I will be seen as the hero and protector. Again, is she truly his daughter? Nothing is ever confirmed in the game, although you can guess it. As for Havelock himself, well, let me show you his unique kill cam.
Did you think I'd fight you, Corvo? Sorry to disappoint. This is yours. The key to Emily's cell. She'll be glad to see you. You made quite an impression on her. Did you know that? She asked about you constantly. Where you were, what you'd been doing. I told her. In the end, I told her everything. From the start, when we had such noble goals in mind, to the end, when we were afraid, fighting in secrecy about who we could trust and who we had to kill. Arguing over who would act as new Lord Regent. And she listened, eyes wide. She's become an interesting girl. If she lives, she'll make a memorable empress. Go ahead. Kill me or take me to Coldridge Prison. Make your choice. She'll be watching.
So, he says he doesn't fight you. But when you take the key, he does fight you when you take the key. It's programmed that way. One last stand, huh, Captain? Or Admiral. Well, for years we didn't really know what was canon, what Havelock really did. I mean, what Havelock did, not what Havelock really did, but actually what Corvo did with Havelock. Yeah, they are poisoned, by the way. I mean, it's pretty clear. He became paranoid. First he wanted to kill me, and then, well, the rest. This is the book that we read about the lighthouse. So for years we didn't know what happened with Havelock, whether Corvo killed him or imprisoned him, but in one of the recent comics, I think it came out like late 2018, literally the first page of the comic shows Corvo slicing Campbell's, Havelock's throat. So I guess that's canon. It really is weird that after a low chaos run, getting all the way through here and things like branding Campbell or sparing the Lord Regent or sparing Dow, Dark Cannon, him killing Havelock of all people is weird, but I guess at this point Corvo is just fucking pissed. Like, pissed, like, he's been betrayed so many fucking times. So here's the thing, I actually don't know how to trigger the slicing float animation. I don't know if it's random or what, but... Oh, I guess you can't do it on Campbell. Yeah, that's actually true. You can't do it on Campbell because he's a target. So you'll play the custom animation. Well, screw it. If we can't do it the closest to canon way, we might as well do it the cool kill cam. So, yeah, sorry, Campbell. I mean, Havelock. Why do I keep calling you Campbell? Well, whatever. You could have been a nice guy, and you kind of screwed up at the end. And with that, we are done. This is it. This is the end of Dishonored, ladies and gentlemen. At the top of King Sparrow Lighthouse. I guess this would be the broadcasting if something happens. I think we read in the book that the lighthouse would be the last place where the Regent would go or something like that. So this would be a broadcast to the people of Dunwall. And I'm not gonna talk through the credits. I'm not gonna talk through the epilogue. I'm gonna the credits song is beautiful, and I want you to listen to it and just. If this is not the first time you played the game, then you'll probably know it. But if this is the first time you play the game, I just want to, I guess, reflect on it or think of how good the game is. Or maybe you hated it. I don't know. By the way, this is where you finish the game if you're playing High Chaos, right here. But yeah, this is the end of the game. I hope you liked it. I definitely did, enjoying doing this playthrough and getting research on it, you know, when to talk with certain people, how to trigger all dialogue possible, showing you the canon choices, the non-canon choices, talking, reading the books and stuff. This is a game that I'll play and replay for years to come, and I've enjoyed every second of it in the channel. I hope you've done as well, and I hope you are gonna stay with me and share many other experiences and many other games for the days to come.
Admiral Havelock?
Yeah, I'm here, Emily. Relax.
If you don't let me out, I'm going to make you stand in a corner until you learn how to behave.
Emily also changes in High Chaos. She is way more cold. If you rescue her in High Chaos, she asks if all the others are dead. And when you say they are, she's like, well, I would have had them executed anyway. I'm gonna be Empress. While in here, she's like very much still a naive child. But yeah, I don't really have a lot to say. This is not the last of Dishonored you'll see on the channel. We'll play the DLC, obviously. The DLCs, rather. And that's really it. I hope you've enjoyed it. I sure as hell have. Well, I'll leave you with the end of the game. Thanks for watching, really, truly. Let's go. Long live the Empress.
I knew you'd come. Is it going to be okay now? Will I be Empress?
Special actions. We killed Admiral Havelock. We read Havelock's journal. And we rescued Emily.
So ends the interregnum, and now Emily Caldwin I will take her mother's throne after a season of turmoil. You will stand at her side, Corvo, guiding her young mind and protecting her from those who seek to exploit her or cause her harm. You watched and listened when other men would have shouted in rage. You held back instead of striking. So it is, with the passing of the plague and Emily's ascension, comes a golden age, brought about by your hand. And decades hence, when your hair turns white and you pass from this world, Empress Emily, Emily the Wise, at the height of her power, will lay your body down within her mother's great tomb, because you are more to her than royal protector. Farewell, Corvo.
Long enough for all of the big and the small, where the taller they stand, where the harder they fall. We live for today, but we die for the next. With blood in our veins, in the air, and our chest, we step into war with our hearts on the line. The dirt on our boots, it shakes free over time. Music it fades, the violence slows, the darkness it rises as the sun goes. Love is a distant aroma at best, a withering smile that's stuck deep in your vest. The night air it wraps its fingers around your body, it shakes from a now distant sound. Oh, the sound of her voice, a sweet symphony, played over and over until you are free. The music it fades, the violence slows, the darkness it rises as the sun goes. Can you feel the new day rising, climbing up the east horizon, breaking toward us, down we'll fight through, each and every one will start new. Well, we shall not stumble, no, we shall not fall. We shall not crumble, no, we shall stand tall. With death it will come, as sure as the night. But we will not run, no, we live but to fight. Oh,